Hello, my name is Valis, and welcome to whatever this is going to turn out to be. Probably a mistake. This amateur production of Touhou puppet dance performance, Shard of Dreams. The Touhoumon game, made by the people who made the original Touhoumon ROM hacks way back in the day. None of this applies to us, so I'm just going to skip through it. Right, voices. I will not be doing them. Your eardrums will thank me. So you're just going to have to assume that everyone in Gazokyo has baritone? Would you consider this a baritone? I don't know. Whatever this voice is called. Torture. No, that's my accent. My voice is fine, it's the accent that's the problem. Anyway. Hey. Hey, it's time to get up. No, snooze. Yeah, me at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. I'm still awake at 4 a.m. 4 p.m. There we are. Refusing to get up. Let's start with hello, shall we? Usually a good start. Yukari, finally you are here. How do you feel? Like I have just made a terrible mistake, but we are here nonetheless. My name is Yukari Yakumo. Yakumo? I'm probably going to butcher everybody's pronunciations. I apologize in advance. I am British. I can't help it. This is the first time we've met, yes? In-game? Sure. Out of game? We've met a couple times. This might be a weird question for you, but have you ever heard of Gonzokia? It's come up once or twice. Oh, apparently not. Not at all. Gonzokyo, a place that belongs to all that has been forgotten. Well, my memory is terrible, so a lot of my stuff is there. A world where the abandoned gather. Including those who are only known through folklore. Looks like you are hooked already. Yeah, you... you had me at the place where all of my forgotten stuff is. What an interesting being you are. I'm not going to try and do the laugh. Since we're so interested in each other, mind if I learn more about you? First of all, are you a boy or a girl? Let's see, do you want to be poop brown or a cute blue? This is a no-brainer. Sure. Who wouldn't want it? Who wouldn't want to be? What is your name? We will go with Valis. Or Valis, if you want to pronounce it like that. I literally do not care. English is made up. The rules do not matter. Yes. Sure, can't go back now. Oh, apparently I can go back now, but we're not going to. Ah, thanks, Yukari. Valis, such a pretty name. It feels weird me saying that. Accidental narcissism. Why would I ask these basic things, you ask? Well, it doesn't hurt to ask, does it? Your name is what defines you. Is it? I mean, names are made up. People change their names all the time. Surely it's what your actions are what define you. Oh, who am I to argue with, one of the most powerful Yukai, period. Keep it safe, all right? Yeah. Don't lose it. Next station is Hakare Shrine. Well, it's almost time. Time always goes by so fast, doesn't it? Till that to 2020, the year that has been a decade long. Maybe we will meet again sometime. Let's leave the fun for later. We are now playing an actual video game. Hurrah! Right, well, first things first. Save, because this game freezes a lot, so you'll be seeing me save constantly. You'll probably also be occasionally... Complete brain freeze. Hang on. Hopefully I remember to edit this bit out. Whenever it does freeze, I will try to edit out whenever it breaks, but motherfucker. Just completely lost my train of thought. Whenever it freezes, I will try to edit out, reloading and getting back to wherever I used to be. But, if suddenly, my puppets are at level 7 and then suddenly they jump back to level 6, you know why. It's because I had to reload a save. I made it up the stairs right at freezing, that's a first. Like, I say it freezes a lot, but, like, some areas are worse than others, and the intro sequence is probably one of the worst. Once I get past here, it's usually not that bad. Right. Which I suppose is a pretty decent clue that this is not a blind Let's Play. I have kind of done this before. I didn't finish it, but I got most of the way through it. Anything in the pot? No. The well is broken. I wonder who that is. There are not. Even in our world, Reimu has no money. What's Kensokyo again? It's a different world or universe. I should really have been narrating all the NPCs, I just forgot. Okay, right. Save again quickly. I apologise, you are going to be seeing the save screen a lot. At least it's fast. Right. Now, the most important NPC in the game. Hey, are you interested in this place? That means you know about Touhou project. Yeah, I'm somewhat familiar. I was in the fandom pretty heavy about, 8 years ago, and kind of drifted out, and got dragged kicking and screaming back in. And now we're here. Who's your favourite character? And as you can see, there is one hell of a list here. It goes about 125. Pretty much every character up to Touhou 15, which is Legacy in Lunatic Kingdom, I believe it's called. Still isn't all of them. There's probably like another 20 now, but everyone up to there. And this is the most important decision in the game because it will determine who your starter is. Because this game is nuts and will let you pick literally everyone available who can be a starter. But, we'll go back to the top of the list. Now, the first time I played this game, we went with Marissa. We will not be doing that again. I've also goofed around a little bit with Iku, but for this, what I did was I put a poll up on Twitter with 4 options. None of which were given by name. They just got, weird little subtitles, and most of the people following me who aren't inflicted with Touhou Hell Madness, who have no idea who they were, got to determine who I would be picking. Their 4 choices were, I'm going to have to scroll for a bit, Sakuya, Adonji, or Resin. I'm not entirely sure why they call him Adonj. Is it Adonji or Adon? I don't know. Raisin. Resin. I'm not entirely certain how you pronounce either of her names. Kabachi and Tenchi. Those were the 4 options. Our winner And our starter, with nearly half of the votes, was Raisin. So that is who we are going with. I'm going to save that decision. Right, it is now locked in. Technically, I can still change it by talking to him again, but we're not going to. We are just going to move on. We go on a shrine visit, talk to a weirdo, and then just wander up around the back of it. Where a tiny Yukari meets us. Hasn't frozen on me yet. This is a first. Normally it's frozen on me by now. People are going to think I was making it up. No, I swear this game tends to freeze on me a lot. Wow. Am I actually going to get through the entire intro sequence without it freezing once? Holy hell. Is OBS the secret to making this game work? I think we figured it out. Welcome to our world. Kinsokyo accepts all. Kinsokyo said trans rights. This is a rather cool statement. Okay, maybe it doesn't. No, it does. It literally does. There is a trans character in Touhou. Miko. Yeah, there is a canonical trans character. Sorry, I was taking a drink. I was taking a drink real quickly. Ooh, tall grass. Look who it is! It's a bunny with anxiety. Hey, why are you just standing there? Best girl is here. There's a puppet right in front of you and you're just going to stand there doing nothing? I'm very confused. Wait a sec, you know about the puppets, right? Kind. I mean, I know what puppets are. You're from the outside world, aren't you? How do you know? How do you know where I'm from? Is it the accent? Yeah, the accent usually gives me away. Okay, listen up. This thing here, right in front of you, is a puppet. Where are the strings? These things just suddenly appeared and spread all over the place. Invasive species. These things will ambush you in tall grass. So you'd better have your own puppets ready. Oh, right. I forgot that you're from the outside world. We literally just established that. Well, you're not going to gain any experience just standing here talking about them. It's time for the real deal. Here, take my puppet and let's see what you can do. God, I love this battle thing. Right, so tutorial battle. Basic Pokemon fare. If you play the Pokemon game, you know what you're dealing with. So, puppets. Can I actually see what... Wow, she actually has a status. Ace across the board. Neat. So, yeah. We'll go on all of this in a minute. Yeah. Sorry, completely lost my train of thought again. Bag. Healing items. This says battle, but this is really going to be where all of your Pokeball equivalents are. Flee, I don't think we can do in this. And just punching people. Right. So. Red attacks are focus attacks. Blue attacks are spreads. And then there's black, which are status moves. So yeah. The equivalent of physical and special. Basically, these. Marissa is weird because she actually has access to both straight out of the gate. Most characters don't. But she is primarily a special attacker, so we're going to go with this one. Wow, crit straight off the gate. Well, that means nothing because I'm using special attack or spread. I'm going to be accidentally using Pokemon terms a lot. I apologize in advance. John, Resin, why? God, this fight is supposed to be a lot harder than this. Oh, no, she's actually attacking me now. Wow, she actually does respectable damage. But it doesn't matter because you are an idiot, so you will lose. When I first did that fight, when I had Marissa at the start, so it was Marissa versus Marissa, I lost. Although that was probably just simply due to the fact that, you know, Marissa didn't have any status moves, so she was always attacking. But yeah, I lost that fight. Not that you can lose it, just, you know, when you get to like low HP, it'll jump you to the screen. So it's a fight you can't lose. It's a tutorial. It's just, you know, have fun. Figure it out. Seems tougher than most. I guess you can't beat it, Eric. What do you want about? We were kicking the crap out of it. That's weird. What is she going for? Behold, the one time this happens in the entire game. Kind of a shame that every other puppet doesn't do that. That'd be easy. You could just befriend any puppet just by, you know, I guess failing to beat the crap out of it. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that for the rest of the game, unfortunately. Would you like to give it a Donjik? Yes. That is your actual. I don't like a Donjik. A Donjik. I don't know how to pronounce it. We're just gonna go with Res. I know why they used her middle name. Well, middle name / nickname. It's because there is a second reason. It's REI''SEN. And obviously they don't want to cause confusion. But, you know, I'm smart-ish. We'll be fine. Whoa, did you just tame her? That's weird. Usually you've got to use a seal thread to do that. So, the Pokeball equivalent. They don't just decide to follow you. Is this puppet special or are you an exception? I think it's just going to be this puppet. Because, again, this does not happen anywhere else in the game. Or at least, not any part of the game I've seen. I have no idea what to make of this. Well, there's no you just standing here thinking about it. Let's make our way to the Hakare Shrine and see if the people there can help you. It's like, ooh, donation box. Probably still empty. Hey, what are you looking at over there? Come on. It's like, yeah, it's not a ruin anymore. Sanae's here. For some strange reason, she's in the wrong shrine. I see, so that's why you brought Valis here. If that's about it, then let me do the talking. Oh, please, I wish I could get you to do the talking, but alas, you're stuck with me. Well, I ain't good at explaining stuff, Mood. I'd be very grateful if you helped me with it. Make my life easier. Also, Mood. My name is Sanae Kochiwa. Kochiwa? I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Apologies again to anyone screaming at me for how badly I am butchering these names. This place is completely separated from where you lived by a great barrier. It is called Gensokyo. What? You knew that already? Yeah, a strange lady on the bus told me about it. We can get straight to the point then. Oh, thank God. Currently, Gensokyo is being flooded by puppets. That is a weird thing to get flooded by, yeah. We haven't figured out what has caused this yet. That's a concern. It started during the spring, if I remember correctly. I don't think it's ever stated what season it is right now, but this sort of raises the implication that this has been happening for a while. Like it's been like 6 months and everyone's just kind of got used to it. They suddenly appeared out of nowhere and nobody understands why they did either. The population grows so fast that I alone cannot suppress them anymore. How were you suppressing them? Was she just going around just beating the crap out of puppets? I've been enhancing the barrier to prevent this incident from leaking into the outside world. Yeah, that would be a surprise, wouldn't it? I don't know if the Touhou Fumos have taught us anything. It's that people would be perfectly okay with that happening. But the fact Valis got lost here means that the barrier is far from perfect. And Valis can't possibly return if the barrier stays at this power level. Yeah. Can't go home until they turn it down, but they can't turn it down because they don't want the puppets to get out. The manager of this barrier, Reimu, she's the manager. I've never heard her referred to as the manager before. Is busy solving the incident and... Why are you people gathering here? Yeah, you're right on time. This Valis girl came across... Marissa knows. Came across the barrier from the outside world. It's getting more frequent these days. How often is this happening? Again, I suppose Sinead's from the outside world, Sumarika. Yeah, no, it has happened. A couple of times. Sumarika's doing it constantly. Not to mention that Valis has a talent for taming puppets. I did it once by accident. I don't know if you can consider that a talent. You don't seem related. But I'm going to keep my eye on you. You're a Valis, right? No, I'm just some random stranger. Please don't get involved too much. Okay, I'm not going to listen. Just stay low until we clean up this mess. You can't get back to your world at this moment regardless. I'm getting pretty damn tired. Now get the hell out of here. Rude. Rainbow wants a nap. So we got kicked out. Valis, you lady you met earlier, was the manager of the barrier. Why? Why did they translate her? She's the shrine maiden. Why did you translate that as the manager of the barrier? That is a weird translation choice. From what she said, it is very unlikely she'll lower the barrier for you. She's too lazy. She can't be bothered. Don't you worry. For me, it'll be a piece of cake. You guys just enjoy the sunshine here, and I'll get it done before you even put on your sunglasses. Get what done? Marissa's going to lower the barrier. That's slightly a concern, because Marissa solves everything via giant laser. What, you want to come with me? This isn't me being cocky, but what can you do? Really? Well, you do have some potential. Let's test this out. Is your little friend still following you? Why, do you want to say hello to my little friend? There she is. It's time for a puppet duel. Since you're such an amateur, I'll lend you a few minutes to get yourself together. Talk to me when you're ready. There's no escape. You hear that? There's literally no escape. I don't think they even let you walk away. But let's be safe, just in case it freezes on me, so I don't have to sit through that cutscene again. Before we do that, we will look at Raisin. What have you got for me? Met via faithful encounter. Red. Right. So she is an illusion type, which is this game's equivalent of psychic. Hence why the background is pink. Emblem red is basically what stat is getting buffed. Red, I believe, is F attack, which hopefully is her offensive stat. I think it is. I think it was. So, great. Original trailer. Me, ID number. Only really matters if you're trading, which we're not going to be doing. So, irrelevant. How much EXP she's got, how much it'll be until she'll level up. Basic stuff. Right. Dream Shard is the item that all starters come with. A mysterious gem that constantly changes colour. A special puppet holding this will have increased stats. I believe what it does is it boosts all stats by 10% if they have a heart symbol, which your starter will have by default, and any other puppet can gain if you level them up 99 times. That does not mean you need to get them to max level, it means you need to level them up 99 times, which can only be done in the post-game when you have access to the reincarnation system. So, the Dream Shard is useless to anyone who is not Raisin right now. Stats. Right. Again, basic, if you're familiar with Pokemon, all of this will be relatively easy to figure out. So, HP, how much health you've got, F attack, how much damage you do with focus attacks, F defense, how much damage you take from focus attacks, S attack, how much you do with spreads, S defense, how much you take from them, speed. Higher speed means you go first. PP we'll go into in a minute. The number in parenthesis is I was going to say IVs, but it's EVs, I think, is the term. Which, for those of you who aren't tremendously familiar with Pokemon, is basically a little added buff you can put on stats. They are currently all at 0 because we have not buffed them, but we will get the ability to do that later. Chris Raisin is the starter. She currently has an S rank in everything, which means that her stat growths are pretty much as high as they can possibly be. She has the ability Precise Aim. So her accuracy cannot be lowered. She ignores any foe evasion modifiers, which is actually really useful. We'll get into that later. And never miss attacks are 50% stronger. She currently has 2 abilities. Heat Haze, which she can use 10 times and will lower the foe's focus attack by 1. And Yin Energy, which is the focus equivalent of the tackle move from Pokemon. This is basically a Pokemon game. I'm going to be making Pokemon analogies the entire time. I apologize in advance. So there is Yin Energy, which is the focus equivalent of tackle, and then there is Yang Energy, which we saw with Marissa, which is the spread equivalent. They are Dream type, which is a special type that has no strengths or weaknesses, so they are neutral to everything. It doesn't matter what you are, a Dream attack will do the same damage to anything. Nothing resists it, nothing is weak to it. It is a base power of 55, an accuracy of 100, and 0 priority, which means that anything that's got a higher priority is guaranteed to go ahead of it, regardless of what your speed is. Your puppet's speed is. Classification EN. I'm not entirely certain what that means off the top of my head. But it is just a normal attack. It's nothing special. It's tackle. It just does the thing. So that's all the important stuff. We'll go into the other stuff as it comes up. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. Alright, let's see what the best you can do. Do. I love that Marissa has her own battle thing. Of course, there's love-coloured Master Spark. Right. So we are not going to make the same mistake that Raisin made when she was wild. We are just going to punch you repeatedly in the face. You'll notice that Raisin is doing way more damage than she was doing as a wild Pokemon because now she has the Dream Shard in. Yep. It's still going to be close, but I think we're going to win. If she crits again, we might be in trouble, but I think we're fine. Nope, she used the wrong one. We're fine. It's the early game. You're going to win if you just punch. Right, we got Mushroom Powder. You did amazingly well for your first attempt. You may come in handy sometime. I beat you. Alright, I should get going. Sine should be taking care of the rest for now. Sine getting volunteered. I have to get ahead of Reimu, you know. Gotta go first, because otherwise Reimu will solve everything and she's got nothing to do. There she goes. I'm quite curious about your talent for taming puppets. I bet there is something special about you. It's unimaginable how a normie would be able to cross the strengthened barrier. She called me a normie. Rude. How rude. Oh, by the way, some people in the human village are investigating puppets. Maybe you could start finding clues there. Unfortunately, I have to stay here as backup for when Reimu is out. You are on your own for now. You should be fine with your puppet. I'm sure you'll be your best ally. You might also learn more about our world in the human village. How about paying it a visit first? I guarantee you won't be disappointed. I'm going to take your word for it, Sine. Before the incident, I was the Shrine Maiden of Moira Shrine on UK Mountain, also known as Reimu's rival. Oh, I forgot to mention, never, ever trigger Reimu's temper. The last time she got mad... never mind. Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. After you see the shrine, head west. You should see the village very soon. Yep. Reimu's still broke. Right. Saving. Again. Right. Profile. Ah, she's T-posing. I do love the fact that it does show what your favorite Pokemon was. Pokemon. I'm going to be calling her Pokemon by accident. I apologize. Puppet. What your favorite Touhou? Yeah, it doesn't matter what puppet you have in first. It would always show what Pokemon. I did it again. Puppet. It's because they both begin with P. It's throwing me off. What puppet you said was your favorite? Although in the options menu, I think you can make it so it just shows you. Anyway, we got some items from beating Marissa, and they're just for selling, for money. Because trainers don't drop money when you beat them anymore. You just get items for beating stuff, and that's how you get money. Right, we're going to go in here, we're going to grab this. Which is a hold item that will let you always run away from a wild battle. Which obviously, I'm not going to put on Resin because she is the Dream Shard, and that's just the best thing ever. Turtle. Can't get across there yet because we don't have the equivalent of Surf. But yeah, Turtle, who I believe is a reference from PC98 games, where Reimu couldn't fly and had to ride around on the back of a turtle. Over here. Free stuff. That is... It's a revive. Wow. Nothing else back here. Still hasn't froze on me. Normally it's frozen on me like 3 times by now. People are going to think I was insane for assuming it was going to break, and it hasn't. I believe that's everything. Moira Shrine branch. Oh yeah, they have a branch shrine by the... So I guess she is still technically doing Moira shrine duties, because, you know, she's got a bronze shrine over here. Wait one moment, please. Just one more thing. Climbing down this mountain will be really tough for you, just you and your puppet alone. Here are some items that will help you out. Pokeballs. You can use these to seal a wild puppet. It will join you if you defeat it after it's sealed. Let me read the manual for you. It come with a manual? During a wild puppet battle, you may use a sealed thread from the battle menu. This will cause the puppet to be sealed. A wild puppet that is sealed will join you after it is defeated. Well, Sine just said. However, you cannot use sealed threads on puppets that are owned by others. I've never tried. I don't know if it will just straight up not allow you, or if they'll do the Pokemon thing where they're trying to all jump in and catch it and be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Now you're an expert on sealing. Take this with you too. Mason, get in the box. This is a sneaking mission. If you already have 6 puppets in your party, any new puppets obtained will be stored in this box. You can open it and swap out puppets in the box with those in your party. You can access this box by interacting with the Aku puppets you will find on your adventure. That's all I've got for you. Good luck on your trip. Thanks, Sine. Right. Save one last time. And we're finally on the way. How long have I been going? I don't actually know. We'll find out in a second. Still has some froze on me. Alright. Straight into the tall grass. First puppet up is a Dayuse. Right. Now, I should mention this. The first time I played this game with Marissa, way back in the day. Way back in the day. This was like 2 weeks ago. I got like a full team of 6, and then I was only ever using those like 6. So what I'm going to do this time is I am forbidding myself from using them. Dayuse is not one of those 6, so she's fine, but there are going to be a couple that are just straight up I'm not using. Because I grew too reliant on them. Or just, you know, I want to be different. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to do the thing where you just play a Pokemon game and you just end up with the same team you always have. It's not fun. I want to try something different. I want to see new things. Part of the reason I went with, you know, Rosen over. You know, the 4 choices I have were 4 puppets that I'd never got to use and were interested in trying out, and then Twitter gave me this one. Right. Now we use the sealing thread. Now, this does not operate under Pokeball logic. It is more of a status ailment. It will wear off eventually, so you don't necessarily want to do it immediately, but she is now sealed. If she dies, while still being sealed, is defeated, while still being sealed, she will join the team. Great. Rather than the Pokeball thing of you having to get them down in a, you know, red and then just throw Pokeball after Pokeball after Pokeball until one of them sticks. Because that's annoying. Whereas this, it's just, you use a seal, you know, occasionally it doesn't work and you have to use another one. I've never had to use more than 3. Ever. And usually 1, maybe 2 is, you know, is more than sufficient. But yeah, sort of like after 3 or so rounds, the seal will wear off. So you don't want to pop one too early. No, we're okay with the not nicknames, because I'm not tremendously creative. Alright, so usually you can go in first. Actually, before we do that, let's have a look-see at you, shall we? Right, she's nature type, which is the equivalent of grass. Emblem is green, which buffs speed, apparently. So yes, she has not tremendous stat. Oh right, yeah, there's also a button you can hit which will show you what your stats will be at level 50. So yeah, she's definitely a focused attacker then. 88. Pretty damn high, but again, she's got S rank in everything, which helps. I don't know if this is taking into account the Dream Shard as well. Again, we'll go in a PP when that comes up. It's not really important right now, but it's an important thing to keep track of, but it's not important at the moment. Do I use a... Stats not great, but again, she didn't roll tremendously well with the stat growths. I mean, they're fine, but I also don't believe she's actually supposed to be an attacker. I think she's supposed to be more of a support, wall. It's like defensively, she's... No, Resin's still better at both of them. Just every way except the attack that, she doesn't use. Yeah. Okay, so she's got Barrier Up, which raises SP defense, and Yang Energy, which we've already established is the spread equivalent version of Tackle. Because this is early game hell, where it's literally the only move anyone is going to have is going to be whatever version of Tackle. Chen. I think it's Chen. Chen was one of the puppets I had in my first run, but this is early game hell. I will be making an exception for them until we get to the human village. Because otherwise, it's just a pain. Yeah. Shen is really fast and hits pretty hard, so... Okay, I think we're good. I might have to swap to... I'll do that now, actually. Because she's doing 4 in attack, so... Whereas, yeah, she's only doing 2 to Raisin. Hey, first try. I'm slightly disappointed her attack animation isn't finger guns, but I'll take it. Right. So as I say, like, she will not be staying in the party, but right now, she can go in first. Same as usual. Oh yeah, we never looked at your ability. What ability do you have? Reduces the damage of attacks that penetrate your barrier. Right. Penetrate your barrier is basically what this game refers to as super effective attacks. Basically, every puppet has a barrier. Some attacks will not punch through, will just bounce off. Some attacks will go straight through, so not very super effective. So Glamorous means that she actually takes slightly less damage from super effective attacks than normal puppets do. Jen, what have you got? Jeez, she added a couple of S's. Oh, damn. Now I'm mad that I don't get to keep you. Right. She got the ability Free Will, which is immune to skill usage restrictions. There are, some abilities that prevent you from using like the same ability twice in a row. Jen is immune to those. Barrier Up and the spread equivalent of Tackle. Nothing special here. When they hit level 7 is when everyone starts getting the stuff that makes them unique. Nazarene. Oh yeah, we never went into what type you are. Yes, you're already now. Wind type. So, I guess the equivalent of flying. I guess. It's weird because she's not a bird, but I don't know. Some of these, like, some make sense. Some you can just look at the Touhou and just be like, yeah, okay, I'm pretty damn certain I know what you're gonna be. Like, Ruby is a dark type. Who would have guessed? The Touhou has fire. And then some like this are just, okay, I guess that makes sense. Then I'll be completely honest with you. Well, maybe it has something to do with the type of Danmaku she uses in the game. Maybe. There's probably some logic to it, but then it might just be a game balance thing. Who knows? Anyway, Nazarene is Earth Steel, I believe. But again, that has absolutely no bearing right now because the only moves we have are Dream type, which are neutral to everything. So it doesn't matter what type you are. Right. Nazi. Wow. You're doing 5 a shell. Right, as long as this doesn't crit, Shen will survive. It doesn't matter if she's using Vigilant Watch. Right. We're going to use the Seal Thread now, because I'm crazy. So you're going to use Vigilant Watch again, which is completely pointless. What Vigilant Watch does is it means that your next attack is guaranteed to hit, so using it twice in a row is worthless. Damn it, I was hoping that was going to kill. Alright, Risen, you're up. Hopefully the seal doesn't wear off. It shouldn't, but... Okay, we're good. As I say, it usually lasts around 3 turns. And it will fade at like the very end of the turn, so yeah, the very, 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 very end of the turn. So like poison damage and stuff like that will kick in before it wears off. So you don't need to worry about it wearing off and then, poison killing them before you can reapply it. Because this game is good. Right. Nazarene was another one that was in the original party, so she will not be staying forever, but again, we're not the human village yet, so you can stay. I was right, she is Earthsteel, right? So she's got the green emblem, which means speed is buffed again. You've got Collectomaniac. If no item is held and you receive damage, you may take the foe's held item. Held items cannot be stolen. So your held items cannot be stolen. Any item you have cannot be stolen by somebody who also is Collectomaniac. Yes, if you haven't noticed already, the colour in the background is determined by what type the puppet has. Because Nazarene is 2 types, she has 2 different colours. Which is neat. I mean, really it is neat, although I do wish that some colours were easier to tell apart. But, I mean, you get used to it. Right. She is a F attacker who is actually reasonably fast. How fast? She's exactly as fast as Shen. Wow. Who is a special attacker. Right. So, yeah. As we've already established, Vigilant Watch prevents your next move from missing. And, yeah, the tackle equivalent. I believe it is time we head... No, we're going to save first, because just because it hasn't frozen on me yet doesn't mean it won't. I'm coming across as more paranoid every time now. I think we'll stop when I hit the rest house, which isn't too far away. I don't think they're in... Right. So now we can sleep. Right. So this is the Acu puppet. Which is you do the box. Which we don't need to do right now. Okay, there is an item in here. Right. Magical fragment. They are used post-game when you unlock the reincarnation system. I will be selling them in the early game because you need all of the money you can get early on. But, once you hit like mid-game, you're probably going to want to start hoarding them. Yes, we would like that to be in front. Right. So, potion. Fujiwara Senbei. Fujiwara. Who's the Fujiwara? Is that Moku? It must be Moku because it's got bamboo. Yeah. Is that Moku's last name? I think. Anything? No. And in this room, it won't let... Oh, no, Sanae's here. Yeah, from her turn, I'm pretty sure she won't open the breach for you just yet. Is Rainbow now, you say? She went out somewhere after the briefing. The human village is to the west of the shrine. Eat. If we'd just ran in here like after the Marissa fight, it wouldn't have let us in because Rainbow was still here and angry. I could equip the other held item, I guess, but yeah. It'll come in useful later. Not right now. Right, we're going to move on a little. Have I got everyone? No, there's one... There's two other... Oh, speak of the devil, there's one. There's two other Pokemon in this area that we can get. I'm calling them Pokemon again. Puppets. There's two other puppets in this area we can get. One of which has a absurdly low spawn rate. So we may not get those. It will depend on how much editing I'm willing to do. Because it is just going to involve me running backwards and forwards in the field for 10 minutes. She has a spawn rate of, I believe, 5%, so 1 in 20. So, yeah, you're going to be running backwards and forwards, just doing nothing for a while. Oh, and that's annoying, because that's the actual attack stat I'm using. But we're going to keep doing it anyway. Nope, never mind, we critted. At that point, you've got like 3 HP left, so we should be fine. It's like the equivalent of early game hell in Pokemon, where just enemies will just insist on using Growl like 8 bajillion times, where you're just punching them repeatedly. You know, eventually this will work. Wow, I critted twice. That's just rubbing it in. Resin is so close to 7. Right, Lily, you were not on the original team. The only two that were Nazi and Chen. Pretty much everyone else here I can keep if I so choose. Although, because I'm a crazy person and have to have them in the right order. Red, so which I believe is F attack again. Wasteful. The effective held items are ignored. That is a terrible ability. Although I think it might apply to both. It might apply to enemies as well. Right, what are you? Well, we already know you use special attacks, so the fact you have F attacks buffed is kind of a shame, but... looks like you're not particularly good at anything, although you've got a lot of HP, so maybe you're just a wall in that regard. You are a Void type, which I'm not sure what the analogue to that would be in Pokemon. Probably Fairy, I guess. Void types. If you'll excuse me for a second, that I flip it over to the type chart I use as reference. Offensively, they are good against nothing. They are not very effective against light and dark types. They have 0 effect on illusion. And defensively, they take extra damage from dark and are immune to illusion. So they can both do nothing and take nothing from illusion types. Okay. Not really sure what that helps, but I'm sure that helps something. Die, lovely. He's fun. I don't know why, I always end up attached to like the weird mid-boss characters that have like no actual lore or purpose. You know, Kawakuma, Momiji, Kazume, I think. I think Kazume is just a mid-boss. I don't know. I never actually played Subterranean Animism. The only sort of actual sort of Touhou games that I've done are ESOD, or was it Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, I think it's called. Perfect Cherry Blossom and Imperishable Night. Those are the only 3 I did, and I was terrible at all of them because I have god-awful reaction times and no pattern memorization skills whatsoever, so bullet hell games are not my thing. Yeah, I got my butt kicked. I could usually make it through like stage 3 on normal, but that was about where my skill level capped. I think we're at the point now where I'm going to have to explain PP, so we're going to do that real fast before we continue on. Right, we're going to go down to Resin. I've been ignoring it thus far, but as you can see, there is this edit thing. You go in here, and an entirely new menu will pop up. Which there are 3 options. Or 3 options currently available to us. There are 2 others which we don't have access to right now, because I don't have quite enough PP for the 4th. But reinforced stats. If you've been paying attention, you'll notice that I've been gaining a couple of PP at the end of every fight. Be it wild or trainer, every puppet that is alive at the start of the fight will gain some EXP and some PP. If they actually take part in the fight, they will gain a bit more EXP. You know, Pokemon rules. It's basically just Pokemon with the experience share perpetually on. Or, I guess, Sword and Shield. So this is where you can go to convert PP into IVs and buff stats. Of which you can spend up to a total of 130, and you can distribute them however you like. We're probably not going to do any of that right now, but when you hit mid-game, it might be worth starting to mess with, but early game, you don't need it. It's not really going to make much of a difference. Once you hit like mid-game, late game, yeah, no, it helps a lot. Acquire skills is where you go to learn new moves when they become available. Basically, when Resin hits level 7, a new move will pop up here, and here's where we go to learn. You will spend however much PP it costs. We're just gonna... They're usually pretty cheap, if I'm honest with you. You can choose what slot it takes in, and if you erase one of your old skills, they will appear here. So you can pretty much change your moveset at will whenever you want, as long as you've got the PP for it. And again, because most moves are pretty cheap, you can pretty much do it as much as you want. Skill cards are this game's equivalent to TMs. You can use them as many times as you like, because this game is good and doesn't operate on, old gen TM rules. Ability change. Most puppets have 2 abilities. You can spend 20 PP to change which one of the 2 it has. We will probably be doing this for a couple of them. Style change is the equivalent of evolution. When you hit level 30, you can come here. It doesn't cost any PP. If anything, I believe it actually gains you some, but you will then get the option to convert to one of 3 styles. There were 2 in the original version of Puppet Dance Performance, and then the Shard of Dreams expansion added a 3rd to everyone. Not going to be a thing for a while, so we're just going to ignore it for the moment. But yeah, when we hit level 30, decisions will have to be made. You know what? I'm just going to swap to Nazi just so I can get a bit of extra EXP on them. We're pretty much just level grinding at this point. I may just speed this up if I can figure out how to in editing. Because I'm an amateur. I do not know what I'm doing. Go Shen. Wow, they're actually being smart and not just spamming the move that... Oh, no, there he is. Nope, there we are. Never mind. They are using the ability that does nothing while I'm just punching them in the mouth. Right, I'm probably gonna run back to the shrine before we continue on any further, so there's literally no reason for me not to do this. Just to get everyone the extra EXP. Raisin. It does nothing. Die. Slightly disappointed their attack animation isn't finger guns. So there you are. New skill. She's learned a new ability. We can go and buy it now. We will go and buy it now. Illusion bullets. It is an illusion move. With base power of 60. Now, as Raisin is an illusion type, same type attack bonus is a thing here, so it will actually do, I believe, 50% more. So it's actually got a base power, so it's got a attack power of 90. It can be used, accuracy of 100s, can be used 30 times in a row. Yes. Did I? Okay, I did swap those around. I couldn't remember if I had or not. Yes, we will sort those out that way. We will save again, because I'm a crazy person. I'm amazed it hasn't frozen on me once. Like, I've been telling my bud Nora that this thing is prone to glitching on me, and it hasn't done it once. Normally I'd have had at least 4 or 5 by now. Literally the only reason why I wouldn't recommend everyone try and figure out how to get hold of this. Well, getting hold of it isn't the hard part. Installing it is the hard part. I think it took me about like 2 hours to get the thing to run. Okay, I already did that. Right, we're going to save again before this fight because I am paranoid. I love Remia's theme. Once two puppeteers' eyes meet, that means we have to battle. It's Pokemon rules. And now we have Alice's theme that will lodge itself in my brain forevermore because Marissa Stole the Precious Thing is just an earworm like that. It's been like 7 years since I've heard that song and it's still in my head. Still, you have a level 3 Nazarene. This is not going to go well for you, my friend. Sorry, I can't say anything more interesting. We are literally just going to tackle you to death. Oh, no way. I don't have to just tackle you to death. What does illusion bullets look like? Okay. Yeah, it couldn't penetrate the barrier, means it wasn't very effective. Didn't matter. We're going to go down here, because there's an item, I believe. Ooh. And here's the one who only has a spawn rate of 5%. We got real lucky, so I'm not going to have to run backwards and forwards for 10 minutes trying to get you to show up. You know what? I'm just going to switch to the powerhouse, because you are level 2, and I do not want to risk a crit killing you. I'm not going to try and weaken you before I use the sealing shield. The seal thread. What the hell was I trying to say? Words. You can tell I'm not a professional, can't you? Oh, that's unfortunate. Right, I believe you're a steel type, so illusion. You resist illusion. So we're just gonna tackle you to death. This is fine. So there we are. I believe that is everyone in this area. She dropped gold to dust, which has no use. It is just a selling item, I believe. Right, what do you have? Yes, Steel Earth. Blue Emblem, which is F defense. Sore loser. When an attack is decreased, F attack will go up a lot. So, you know, you hit me with Growl and it's actually going to backfire on you quite horrifically. Another not potion. Sukuna. I believe it's the final boss of Double Dealing character, I think. You say, like, I kind of drifted out the fandom like several years ago, and then I've only recently got back in, so I think the last game I'm really familiar with is UFO. Yeah, never played it, but I was still like part of the fact, like, you know, anything sort of beyond that, I only know through osmosis. With the exception of anyone who showed up in Wild and Horned Hermit, because I did read that. I read that about a week ago, I think. It's 2020. Time has no meaning anymore. Wow, we got a real stupid Nazarene. Okay, yeah, just keep doing nothing. I'm just going to keep punching you in the mouth. And again, okay. I mean, I can't complain. That just means free experience. I am actually recording, right? Yes, okay. I was just like, I'm going to be annoying if I've been doing this for however long we've been going. probably way too long. I automatically skipped through the dialogue. I apologize. They're random NPCs. They're not talking about anything important. It's fine. It's not fine. I feel bad. I keep forgetting I'm not playing for me. I need to actually slow down and read things. The fact that this is the default trainer thing just makes me so happy. We are literally right next to the rest house, so we will do this. More EXP. Oh, my stomach is rumbling. Saying I need to eat food, but unfortunately the snacks I have on me are chocolate biscuits, who are loud as hell, so I will not be eating them while I'm recording. But it's fine. We're nearly at the rest house, and I think that'll be where I call it. I'm gonna let the chorus finish. Do-do-do-do. Forever. I don't actually remember what the lyrics are because it's been, Oh yeah, she's void type. She's immune to those. I can't believe I forgot that already. Pay attention, Valis. Alright, I guess I'll tackle you to death after all. There's a resting place ahead. Yes, I know. Yeah, you will not actually fight me. And then up here is where Route 2 is, but we don't have Rock Smash yet. Or the equivalent of Rock Smash. Alright, rest house. I'm waiting for my puppets to heal up. Remember, puppets are not tools. Let them rest if they look tired. Okay. Take it easy. They healed. Why are yours taking so long? I mean, I presume the implication is that you were also sitting down on the bench and waiting. Phew, one after another, puppeteers kept challenging me to battle. I'm exhausted. Is the box? Yes. Real quickly, we are going to put... I guess Nazrin, because, I literally have someone who is the same type as you that I can use. So, Nazi, you will go in here for reasons. This is an item store, which has potion, super potion, not hyper potion. What's the next one up? Mega potion, I think. And yeah, there isn't there isn't like 8 different status ailment healing items. There is just this one. It's great. As you can see, I have no money. Then there is also this guy who has bead necklaces, which are repels, and more seal threads. Right. We have no money, so this, which we started with, this, which we got off Marissa, this, which we got off the schooner, and then these, which, again, would be useful in post-game, but post-game is forever away, so might as well sell them now. Literally everybody can drop those. We will have a near infinite supply. And then we are going to spend, like, all of the money we have on more seal threads. Because I'm going to need a lot of them, I might as well just buy them all now. Save again. So I am paranoid. And actually, you know what? We're going to do one last thing. Okay. Because I knew there was a puppet in here. Yeah, so we're going to do this. Sager. A poison type. Right. She's being unreasonable, which means that every ability I use will lose 2 PP instead of 1. We have 35. I think we can still do this a while. Right. Commence punching. Right. Contagion. But the skill failed. Contagion inflicts poison. Sukuna is a steel type. She cannot be poisoned. I am just flexing right now, really. Now we just, commence punching. Because at this point, even if she was just attacking me, I don't think she could kill me. There we are, job done. So we now have a team of 6 again. We do that, and we do that. Right. Sager, a poison type. Green emblem, which is speed again? Yes. Wow. Apparently it's a focus attacker. Although her S attack still is an A-, so, not terrible. S rank in speed. She is a zoomy little bugger. Her HP is still the highest out of everyone, despite only being an E-, so I guess her base stat, or her base growth rate, is so ridiculous that even it being E- hasn't made much of a difference. Like, I think you'll find, like, the ranking is just what you get on top of your base growth rate, maybe. I'll be honest, I'm still not 100% certain how a lot of this stuff works. So yeah. It just inflicts poison. Yeah. And right. And then, because I believe we actually are on 20 now, I can show you what this is. So her other ability is opponent has a 30% chance to become confused from any attack. Confusion works a little differently from Pokemon. And this, it just means you will not be able, your attack will fail. It does not mean you will punch yourself in the mouth. But, I mean, it's still useful. However, for the moment, I think we're going to stick with precise aim, because there are some enemies we're going to run into shortly that have a lot of evasive boosting moves. So just being able to just no-sell them is useful. Shen's also at 20. She can swap to flexible, which gives immunity to paralysis and the shock status. Paralysis, I, off the top of my head, reduces your speed by half. It does not prevent you from going anymore. It does not do the, unlike in Pokemon. Shock reduces your speed by a quarter, and maybe that is where it causes you to lose turns. I do not remember off the top of my head. I will have to look it up. Hang on a second. Here we are. Sorry. The wiki is not tremendously easy to navigate. Puppet status. There we are. Paralysis. Half a puppet speed stat. Electric types are immune to this condition. and shocked, which quarters a puppet's speed cat and speed cat. Oh, Shen. Quarters a puppet's speed stat and renders it unable to avoid any attacks for the duration of status. Using the paralysis status on anything that is already paralyzed will turn it into shock. Electric types are immune to this condition, and it uses 2 slots, which I guess I will explain right now. You have... Every puppet has 2 status slots. Status effects like poison use 1 slot. Status effects like heavy poison or toxic from Pokemon use 2. So you can be both poisoned and burned. You cannot be toxicked and burned. Simple. And then quite a few stats or status ailments, if you get hit with them a second time, will double up. So if you get poisoned twice in a row, it will become heavy poison. If you get burned twice, it will become heavy burn, which is basically just the fire type equivalent of toxic. It literally does the exact same stuff that heavy poison does. It's just that instead of poison and steel types being immune, it's fire types. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Right. Ayuze can have telescopic, which boosts accuracy by 30, but can be useful when we're dealing with the evasive boosting buggers, but I mean, we have a way to just straight up negate their nonsense, so I think we'll stick with glamorous for now. Lily, Iceful, effective held items. Again, I'm not entirely certain how that works. Or antibody, immune to poison. Yes, we will have that. Thank you. Annoyingly, it won't let you open the menu if you don't have 20. So I can't actually see what Sukuna or Sage's alternates are. So yeah, she has Adjustness, which boosts the enemy SP consumption by 1, but I mean, that's only really going to apply to moves that have like ungodly low SP, which at this stage of the game is very few of them. Anyway, we're going to heal again. And I'm not entirely certain how long we've been going, but I feel like it's been a while, so I think we will call it here, as I still have to somehow figure out how to edit all of this together. So, if you're still here, thank you for watching, and I don't know when or if I will continue, but hopefully I'll see you next time.